Hi, this is Nathalie from LineDotArrow from the Netherlands, and today is my day for Once Upon a Creep on June for the Grimwood Tales. It's day 19. This is the calendar. It is a link. It has a picture when you open it, and then you have clickable numbers, and you can go to every day and visit the person who's doing that day. Can be a YouTube channel. I think I also saw an Instagram post. But please follow the other people that join Once Upon a Creep this year, and be subscribed to the channels, like the videos, leave a comment. Because yeah, you really need to be watching all the videos to be inspired completely. Now, having that said, I have not watched any videos. I did start it over here a little. Of course, I watched the first video of Tracy Fox because I needed to know how the boxes would work. I was on holiday when she released the kit, so I didn't see everything until 1.5 weeks ago, completely downloaded, or a week ago, I think. So I watched that video, but I didn't watch the other ones, not because I don't want to watch, but I am afraid I will do something that somebody else is already doing, and then it's going to stress me out while I already shoot the video, and yeah, then I feel I need to change things. So I'm in here with zero info about what the others did. Maybe I'm doing something someone else already did. I don't know. I just hope I will be able to inspire you working with the papers. I'm going to get prepared, and then you will see me back. So I did prepare something. This is my little kitty cat on the table over here. Well, he's not little, he's huge. He's almost 9 kilo. It's a Maine Coon. Go away, Stevie. But I made Grimm character collectors boxes. Well, I made one. I thought it would be fun. It's basically a shadow box, and I created a scenery. I'm not sure if you can see. Yeah, you can see. And it has fabrics, but also leaves. On the tag that I inserted inside, it also has leaves, and it has a little handle. This was my tryout, and I thought it would also go very well with a little passport thingy that identifies the real deal that's in the box. Sorry. We'll try to cut that out, but he dropped my paper cutter from the desk. It was an enormous sound, but I tried to make a passport that identifies the character that is in the box. Now my passport is not from this character, by the way. I just made something that I really liked, and I used stamps, but also items from the papers. Oh, there he is again. Okay, I'm going to put him out of the room. So I did prepare a few things. First, I want to show you. This one I used the original size. This is the inside, and obviously this is the outside. And this is also apart from the papers. I just used it as I like the color. That goes very well with the inside. But yeah, I have condition on my nails that makes it very difficult to do tiny little things at the moment. And I printed it on another paper for 130%. So it's slightly bigger because that's easier for me to work with. So that's why I did it. But you can easily make it like this. And actually, I like it that way because you could also make a tuck spot at the back side and slide the passports in. But I also thought it would be nice to have this in your journal, because obviously you can't put this in your journal. So that's why it's enlarged, but it's this paper, and I printed at 130%, and obviously this all fall off of the page, but I had it like this, and this was like so. So that's why it's bigger. I glued them together, matched them, did some inking, and I also folded boxes. This is from the free paper, and this is from the kit, and I love the teal color. There is nothing inside. I can't even open a box with my nail. there's nothing inside, but we are going to decorate it with something fun. I am not sure if I will be able to do both in real time. So if I can't do it in real time both, I will do one in real time and the other one speed up a little, so it all fits in one video of a normal length. As I said, I usually go bananas and I have footage for over 4 hours, and then I have to make it fit in one video. And then I have to do voiceover and everything. So I think I will start with one of the boxes. I did cut out some tags. I was thinking this, but maybe I'm going to do this. No, I'm going to do this. And 2 of the characters, and I cut out around the characters, but over here I didn't. I even folded his nail a little bit, because you're not going to see that, but this is going to work as an attachment in the box, so you can make it sort of shadow box like. And I did the same with this character. I think I will put her on here and him on here. And this is the picture I want to use in the passport thingy. I did ink all the items already. Yeah, I think it was this one I wanted to use. Or did I want to use this one? I'm not sure. No, I wanted to use the one with the this background. Let me start with this one. Now, you first need to have something in the box, obviously, to decorate the white part. It can be anything. I'm just going to use something from the papers. So I cut out this from sort of coffee dyed paper, and this is part of the paper that comes in the kit. I have no idea yet if I'm going to see anything of the edges, and because I still have to make the frame. You could create the frame before you glue the box together. I didn't do that, as you can see. Because I thought I will do it when I'm working on it. But you can also use a, how is it called? A die cut. So a die, and make a frame from that piece. That is possible, of course. Now first I'm just going to lay things down. And I also need to create my, it's closed again, my window. And I'm just punching a little hole and going to sort of cut out sort of an oval shape, or maybe I'm going to end up making it a square or rectangle shape. I don't know yet, but I need something to begin. So I'm just going to do this to start with, because as you can see, this is not very big, because if you put it in, you will not see the image very well. So I'm going to make it larger by ripping it, and I'm ripping from the inside to the outside, so you have the double tear, that when you ink, you can really see the ink. I hope that makes sense. And now it's sort of peeling up the top layer, and it creates the white edge. And if you ink it, it looks more inked. The ink really shows. So I'm just going to ink. Now I think this is a little bit too big. I'm going to whip that. So yeah, after my video, I'm finally able to watch all the other videos. Because I do want to see, but like I said, I didn't want to be influenced by anything I saw, or I realized that after 2 days. I thought, no, I'm not going to look, because then I'm going to be like, okay, I'm not going to do this because somebody else is already doing that. And yeah, the chances are big we are doing something similar, of course, because when you're using boxes, it can be a drawer, a suitcase, a little shadow box. But yeah, like I said, I still hope I will be able to inspire you. And I just want to have a little fun. That's basically what I'm trying to do. So it's not completely straight glued in. I don't mind too much. It's okay. Because you don't see. Now, to have like a 3D effect, there are several things you can do. You can use a strip of paper and fold it as a harmonica, I think it's called. Yeah, I think that's how you call it. You can also use like double-sided tape, of course. And I'm going to glue it in, not completely to the back side, halfway, something like that. And then, not sure if you can see, you glue it like this. And then you have this to sort of keep the distance from the box. Now maybe it's too long, we will see. Or maybe it's just okay. So you just glue this down and sort of press it until you have the right distance. I think this is a little bit too long. So what I'm going to do is add glue to the first 2 folds, so it's not that far away. I have to say, I did like the wire a lot. It was very easy. So I might switch to that, because this is a lot of measuring. With a wire you just push. Because now it's okay. Let's give this a go, because it's getting. I'm going to add things on it, so it will be heavier, so it will lay a little bit more flat. I want this in front of the tag. Okay. It is very up close. Let me change this to the wire. I'm sorry, but not everybody has a wire, so that's why I thought maybe let's use something that everybody has, like paper, but I think the wire is better. So this is the wire. I have no idea how thick it is. It is a rather sturdy wire. It's not the thinnest wire you can have, because there are thinner pieces. And I'm just going to roll it a little, sort of like so, and then unwind it like so. You can also roll it on your finger, of course, but in my case that is going to hurt. And what you can do is attach this with some tape to the tag. like so. And this is also flexible, so you can really bend. And now I just have to measure. And you're just going to squeeze it a little. And you can press. This is easier. So sorry about the paper. But maybe you can make it work with paper. I couldn't. And if I wanted to have it a little bit more backwards, I can easily push it in. So that's why I prefer wire. Now I'm going to do a little bit similar to this image, but before I do that, I'm going to see where I'm going to position it. And that may mean I have to cut off his tail. Yes, it does mean that. Because I want him a little bit over here. So you can still see a little bit of the tree. So just mix them in like so. Okay, maybe I need to make this a little bit wider. Not too wide. I also want to remove this a little. It's so hard for me to rip. This really hurts. I have nail psoriasis. I found out in January after struggling for over almost a year, and I had to wait for 4 months to finally see a specialist, and she told me within a few seconds, oh, you have nail psoriasis, and they come off and they hurt. Yeah, I'm not happy with it, but it is what it is. I try to fix it with mats, but it doesn't work. It went well, and now it's bad again. I have no idea how that happened. But yeah, I'm just going to see if I can go to a different specialist. But that's just to explain why I'm doing so difficult with the nails, because they really hurt. It's no joke. It is very painful. And I'm using the brown paper tape, but you can also use regular tape, of course, whatever you prefer. And I'm going to attach this already. And obviously this is a little bit too wide, so I need to cut off some excess. And now it's everywhere. But yeah, this is also what happens. I could edit it out, but I'm not going to do that. I make mistakes. A lot. Okay, am I going to glue it on? Yes, I am. A little bit over here. Now this is going to be tricky because you also have to push the wire, but not push too hard so the tack is completely flat. So this is a little bit tricky. You could just also do this before you glue it in. Maybe you prefer that. Maybe I need to make this a little bit smaller and add a little bit more glue because it's not really gluing. And then push this a little and then attach it again. It is really sticky. Okay. Let's see if I can squeeze it together with the insert. I think I got it. Now I only need to attach it to the bottom part. And obviously it takes some time to dry. So I have cut off the leaves. I think I will start with a frame over here so I know how much I'm going to put on the tree. I'm going to decorate a little bit on the inside and also on the outside. And also ink the leaves just a little. Okay, this needs to be on here by glue. And again, I'm going to secure it with a piece of tape because I really want these to stick. Yeah. And now I'm going to put the frame on. And then I'm also going to decorate over here. So this needs to dry a little. I'm also going to secure it with a little bit of tape, of course. You could also do this before you fold the box. Maybe that's easier. Well, I'm pretty sure it's easier. You could even sew around the window if you want that. But my sewing machine broke down. I tried to fix it before the video. It took me hours, but I can't repair it. So I have to send it out to a repair guy. So yeah, I can't do sewing in this video, unfortunately. So yeah, sometimes things just break down. I'm going to add things on top of here. So the leaves are on finally, and I'm also going to add a little bit of cheesecloth. The glue is everywhere. And we also have to create the handle. If I'm going to attach a handle on this one, I think I will, because it adds a little texture to the project. Okay. And it's also a great way to use your leftover pieces that are too tiny. Okay. Maybe a little bit more over here. So this has started to look like something. I also want to add this piece. Yeah, I really need to clean my scissors because the glue is everywhere. And I also want to glue this piece on. Like so. Okay. Now I want to make the handle. And the other one I did baker's twine. But in this one I'm just going to use a piece of, this is a bedding sheet. No, it's a pillowcase. And the glue is everywhere. So now I'm just going to punch, yeah, somewhere 2 holes. I'm going to eyeball. Oh, that's not far enough, but it is what it is. And when you close the box, they are very far over here, as you can see, but I'm still going to work with it. It is what it is. Today is not my day. I'm so sorry. I'm having the worst day today. But this is the only day I could actually record my video. I punched also over there. And now I'm just going to this out. Put eyelets in here. Like so. And I'm going to push this in. Like so. And make a knot. This is terrible for me to do. Okay, I got it. So it's tied over there. Again, I'm going to secure this with some tape. Over here. And one over here. And the reason why I made this is that if you close it, it should fit in the piece that you cut out, and you can glue it completely closed. If you don't do that, then the knots is going to they're going to stay like this, and when you do it like this, you can glue it completely down. That's the reason why. You probably thought, why are you doing that? Well, that's the reason why. Now I also want to do a little bit decoration on here. Now I don't want to bore you too much with the video, me struggling with my silly hands. So I'm going to add a few on top of here. I'm not sure if you can even see those. No, you're not going to see a lot of them. So I'm not going to do that, basically. What I am going to do is use some of the stickles I have. So, I couldn't find the stickles. I changed my craft room this weekend. I moved a cabinet. And it fell on the floor, obviously. I didn't know that. So I was searching for it, and then suddenly I found it. I was like, oh, it's over here. I'm just applying to make him stand out a little. Now I'm going to glue the box together. I think I will use this glue. Push this in. I'm also going to add a little bit of this glue. Oh, it looks actually cute. Look. Now I'm also going to add a little bit of the labels, but I assume you know how that could work. There are a lot of labels inside the kit, and I'm just going to cut out a few and then add them to the project. Let me take you back a little so you can actually see. So I have a few of the labels, and I want this one, and I also want maybe this one. So it's very up close. Going to glue this over here. I want something over here, a sort of centerpiece. Now I have this rose, but I think it's weird. Put a rose on a creep. Maybe I can put one of these. The word creep. Now the other one, I'm going to create that one real quick. I think I will record it, but I will speed up the process or make a second video of it. But this is the first box. And you can, yeah, I'm not sure if it shows. Yeah, you can see the stickles are sort of making the tree appear a little bit more. So we have one, and this is the other one. And I'm quickly going to show you how you can create the passport. For the passport, obviously you need a picture. I have this one. I'm going to ink it, but I'm also going to sort of rip it. And yeah, you can play with your stamps with this one, which I think it's cool. I'm quickly going to glue this on. Now I wanted to sew around this frame, but I can't. And I have this Grimm word. Now the label is extremely tiny. I'm going to make it slightly bigger by leaving a lot of white on the edges. Otherwise I can't cut it. It's too small. Creep. and creep. So I also want to add a paper in here. I'm going to cut a piece of coffee dyed paper to the size of the passport. I think it's half this. So I cut out a few of the elements. I also want to add some faux vintage tape over here. I sort of ripped this, but it wasn't showing. Now it is. Yeah, and you get to play with your stamps. So let's do that. I'm just quickly going to poke in this one page. I have this word. This is from my own stash. This is not in the kit, but I needed the word passport, so I'm going to put it on here. And I also have a piece of faux tape that I want to attach on here. And the other thing I want to do is rip it and then tape it. I'm going to tape it like this. Okay, so the passport is done. 2, and now I only need to create the second box. I'm going to show you up close. This is the first one I created, obviously, as a... how do you say that? Prototype. And there's not a lot of decoration on the back side. There's a little handle. Yeah, you can see. Then we created this one together in real time. Spooky eyes and fabric handle, and this one I added on a higher speed. For this one I should have used a smaller image, I think, because you can't really see the background, but I still love the addition of the banner. And the stains, they are a happy accident because there was a little baby wipe on it, and then it turns the brown into green, which I absolutely love. So this is the passport I created, and this frame is from the 2024 papers, Creep on June. Little fabric flip. So this is the actual size, and this one is 130% printed, and this is how it looks like. So I hope you liked the video. I hope I gave you some ideas on how to use the papers. You could also do, because I went for a little bit glamour and glitter, which I usually don't use a lot. I'm more of the grungy kind, or the shabby chic, with layers and lace, or the combination of both. But yeah, you can also make like the grungy kinds, or brighter colors. Anything is possible. But yeah, this is my contribution. Thank you so much, Tracy, for inviting me also this year. Check the calendar. Make sure you follow all the people on this calendar and watch their contribution, and leave a like, leave a comment. And I hope you would do the same on my video, and I hope to see you in the next video. So thank you so much. Greetings from the Netherlands, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.